Once I installed Home Assistant, I found it as a really good idea to have it available from the public internet. Especially there is an app, a mobile app, which allows to connect to Home Assistant, provide more information about the device itself, and of course control the entities and get a reading from them as well. Problem in my setup was my ISP, which was blocking hell of a lot of TCP ports for the inbound connection, and it was not possible to find out open ports, and I had to find a way around it, and I found it. So one way is to go to Home Assistant settings and click Home Assistant Cloud. You can buy a subscription, enter your credentials to it, and for only €7.50 per month or €75 per year, you would have your Home Assistant instance available to the public internet, also promising to be easily integratable to Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. Looking at the price, it is quite affordable and I think not really different to other subscriptions. But I had another idea. I run a private project inside Google Cloud, and the approach is to run as cheap as possible Google services, or in that sense, virtual machine. So I have a Cloud DNS secret manager, a virtual machine. The virtual machine runs preemtible machine types, meaning that it will be turned off at least once per 24 hours, or definitely once per 24 hours, but that makes the machine cost half as much, or half the usual price. And if I run a public IP address which is bound to a running VM, the public IP address does not cost anything. I have a DNS domain for $2 something per year and use Cloud DNS with it. So looking at the resources in Google Cloud, I pay around €6 per month, also including a little Google Cloud storage there. And the machine itself has a schedule to turn off overnight, because overnight I do sleep usually. And this is a multi-purpose machine, so besides using it with Home Assistant, I use it for other things like VPN access or other different things. I have a GitHub repository with Terraform code. I will share the link to the repository in the description of the video. However, it does not contain the Haproxy part, but I think you can figure it out if you want to. Otherwise, let me know through the comments, and I will add some info either to the repos or make another video for that. So having this one already in place and being cheaper overall, I have just integrated my Home Assistant instance into this setup. One of the services I run on the VM is a Haproxy instance, which is routing traffic to different backends based on different rules, like host headers or origins or stuff like that, what Haproxy usually does. So that's how it looks like at the end, I do have my Home Assistant here with access to the internet, and over the internet I've set up a VPN to the virtual machine in Google Cloud using the public-facing Haproxy interface. The requests are routed through the VPN tunnel and land at the Haproxy website. As a VPN, I use Peer VPN. It was very simple to set up. I just had to compile some libraries for the Orange PI. I also tried WireGuard, and it is working without any issues. I just find the configuration a little bit cumbersome, so maybe I will switch to WireGuard a bit later. I think from the performance, WireGuard works a bit faster. So a little bit of command line. You see here on the Orange PI, I have an internal peer VPN address 77.2, and on the Google Cloud VM, I call it Edge, there is a 77.1. And if I look at the Haproxy config file, there are common settings. I do SSL termination with Let's Encrypt certificates and auto-rotating them. And the most interesting thing here is the front end, which is SSL terminated, and based on a rule, I route this backend, this front end to the corresponding backend through the VPN tunnel. As simple as that.